Wellness for Life is brought to you by Back in Motion Physical Therapy, Gothenburg Chiropractic Clinic, Mahabi Atwa Community Action Partnership, Lakeside Sports and Pain Clinic, and Thomason, Swanson, and Zahn Attorneys at Law.
Hi, my name is Karen Lenius. I'm employed by Mahabi Atwa Community Action Agency. We have 5 offices, and I'm speaking to you today from our Detroit Lakes office. And today it is my responsibility under the wellness umbrella to talk a little bit about health insurance in general and about Medicare, enrollment, eligibility, all of that in particular. First of all, as far as health insurance is concerned, I've had often the question from people, what exactly is MNsure? And I just wanted to explain very briefly that MNsure is Minnesota's answer to the Federal Affordable Care Act. There are actually 3 components or 3 ways to qualify for under MNsure services. One of them has to do with helping people enroll in medical assistance, which is Minnesota's brand of Medicaid, so that is total federal dollars. Another part is Minnesota Care. You can actually enroll in Minnesota Care through MNsure, and that is basically for blue-collar workers, people who are maybe lower wage kind of employees, or a variety of people would qualify for Minnesota Care. Again, you can apply on the MNsure website for that. The third population, or those who would qualify for MNsure, are those who have incomes in excess of some of those eligibility guidelines, but actually would benefit because of the size of their family, the makeup of their family, their employment, their self-employment. They would qualify for enrolling in a health insurance plan with an agent, but would become eligible for some deductions or tax credits. And that needs to be done under MNsure to become eligible to apply those credits. Okay, just basic information about MNsure. Now, the other thing I wanted to talk about is Medicare. And just for all of you new to Medicare people out there, I turned 65 in April, so I also now have a Medicare card. Not sure everybody understands that to enroll in Medicare, you need to contact your Social Security office about 3 months before you actually turn 65. When you do that, now that applies for those people who also continue to work for an employer who provides health insurance. You're going to want to enroll in Part A as soon as you become that 3 months before 65. Contact Social Security and enroll in Medicare Part A. There is no cost for most people to enroll in Medicare Part A. There are a few exceptions to that, but most people. Many people these days who are 65 continue to work and, of course, continue their employer-provided insurance. So the second time you're going to want to contact Social Security is 3 months before you anticipate retiring or before you anticipate no longer receiving employer insurance. When that time comes, you contact Social Security again and you tell them that you now are going to be without insurance, and you give them a date when you want to add Part B. Now, in 2018, I am not 100% sure what the monthly premium is going to be for Medicare Part B. It was $134, I believe, in 2017, but I have no information yet to tell us what Part B will cost people when they enroll in 2018. So now when you have Medicare Part A and Medicare Part B, then that provides 80% of health services for those who have Medicare cards, those over the age of 65 and those who have qualified as disabled individuals. When we talk about open enrollment as it pertains to Medicare, that has to do with Medicare Advantage plans and with Medicare drug plans. What we want and really encourage people to do is reevaluate the Advantage plan or the drug plan that you are enrolled in. Decide if it continues to meet your needs, and there's actually a website. It is Medicare.gov. Very simple to remember, Medicare.gov. You will be able to go in, enter the drugs that you're currently taking, and see if the plan you had in 2017 is going to provide similar coverage to you during 2018. Or perhaps you've had new medications prescribed. So your drug plan, the most effective and most appropriate drug plan for you from one year to the next, could change. Now, unless you get a letter from your drug plan, you do not have to do anything. You do not have to re-enroll to maintain your drug plan, but it is a good idea to investigate a little bit and see if it's still the best option for you. But you do not have to take any action if you have no reason to believe that what you have been receiving is going to change at all. Don't need to do that. This coming year, during 2018, there will be 23 standalone drug plans in the state of Minnesota. 2 of those drug plans are available to individuals who qualify with medical assistance or in the federal program of Medicaid. 2 of them are benchmark plans. And many in general, drug plans and Advantage plans are county or region specific. And I just caution you about that because sometimes people will say, well, my sister lives in the metro area and she said this plan is wonderful. Well, not all plans offered in one part of the state are also offered in another part of the state. So I would encourage you, before you commit or before you get your heart set on changing into another plan, make sure that the plan that you're looking at offers coverage for your particular county or your particular region. Once in a while I get a question from snowbirds and they want to know how, is this drug plan going to cover me when I am in, maybe Arizona or Florida? The answer to that is yes. If you continue to secure your drugs in the same way. Many people who know that they are prone to traveling in winter will choose a pharmacy that they know has a national presence, and those would be things like Walmart or CVS. Now, I'm not advocating against any of our small town pharmacies. I love small town pharmacies for people who stay there and live there and use those services because you truly are known in small town pharmacies. But if you do intend to spend a significant part of the year in another state, it would be a very good idea to to enroll in a plan that's going and then use a pharmacy provider that's going to have a presence in other states in the country where you intend to relocate, even for 4 or 5 months. What happens with those systems is your medication will be available to you because that information is system-wide for many of those pharmacies, and it will be very easy for you to just renew prescriptions. Okay, that was another thing I wanted to touch on. I also want to talk a little bit about the changes that we might see coming the next 2 years in Medicare. We have every reason to believe there's going to be significant changes in Medicare before we get to January 1 of 2019. We're not sure yet what those changes will be, not definitively, but just anticipate and watch and listen. This is a great time for you to stay connected to your pharmacies, to your agents. If you have purchased a Medicare Advantage plan, you are going to want to listen. New things are going to be provided. Some of the plans we've come to rely on may very well be gone by January of 2019. Just a forewarning. But know that Medicare truly is a good quality program. The 80% of health care is an amazing benefit for the amount that we have to pay for our Part B. $134 for 80% of healthcare coverage is truly an amazing deal. And anyone who has paid for their own insurance in the private market will understand that that's true. So again, Medicare consists of Part A, Part B, Part C, and Part D, which is the drug coverage. Open enrollment again is October 15th through December 7th. If you have any questions, you can call us here at Mojave, Ottawa. The number is 218-847-1385. If you need to call your Social Security office, if that happens to be the Fergus Falls office, the number there is 1-877-402-0827. Thank you, and good luck with Medicare.
Thank you for watching Wellness for Life. Brought to you by Back in Motion Physical Therapy, Gothenburg Chiropractic Clinic, Mojave, Ottawa Community Action Partnership, Lakeside Sports and Pain Clinic, and Thomason, Swanson & Zahn Attorneys at Law.